Son, you want to sell that bird? I'll give you $1.
Hello, Jack.
Marie?
This is war.
Huh?
Retaliation will come when you least suspect it. You think I did that? Who else in this whole country could be stupid enough, huh? No. Childish enough. You tell me, huh?
Easy. Probably some Canadian men who want to drink liquor in public like us Americans, or some Canadian women who want you to get rid of that stupid red jacket. That's who.
No, it was you, and you're gonna pay.
But then again, it might have been,
Marshal,
Mr. Lougheed.
McWhirter was due yesterday for a large amount of cash for me, and he didn't show up. Should I go worrying or what?
I don't think so. Probably had to lay over on account of the storm a couple of nights ago, Edward. You probably ride in today, but just to be safe, why don't you sit down and tell me who else knew about this shipment?
It smells like chickens in here.
We should get back.
Well, just a little farther.
Oh, Bruno, do you think we really can get married?
Sure, of course.
My mother is very practical. She says the man I marry has to have good prospects. I must have money security.
Well, I think your mother likes me.
Oh, she does. But, well, with my daddy being away for so long and her having to do everything on the farm herself, the truth is, Bruno, she doesn't really trust men.
Norma Dell, I have good prospects. And as far as practical goes, you won't find anybody more practical than my brother Otto. Now, they'll work out some kind of arrangement.
I hope you're right.
Norma Dell,
Yes, Bruno?
do you suppose maybe we could kiss?
Not until our engagement is announced proper. That's what Mother said.
Oh, sure. I understand. Wait here.
What's happened?
Stay there!
Now look, Wendell. Are you positive you can recognize the face of the other hombre that robbed you?
You bet.
Good. Be in my office tomorrow morning. I'll have some faces for you to look at, all right?
If you have any severe pain, come back immediately, regardless of the time.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very kindly, ma'am.
You take it slow, Wendell.
Marie, Wendell.
Butt out, Clive. The crime occurred on my side of the border.
Canadians may be involved, Jack.
You know, I think I know that face.
What's his name?
Well, if I knew that, I wouldn't be standing here now, would I?
Did a fine job, Bruno.
Thank you, Corporal.
Some fine job. He could have been killed.
You know, I wish you'd consider joining the Mounties. With my recommendation.
My brother's not joining nothing. He works for me.
I know that face. Be smart, son. Stay out of the Mounties, will you?
How are things going with you and Norma Dell?
Well, tomorrow's the big day.
Getting married tomorrow?
Oh, no. Norma Dell's mother and my brother are having their talk tomorrow about what money security I can offer Norma Dell. Anyways, I gotta get going, Corporal.
Look, I'm telling you, the dead man's name is Floyd Trotter.
You are completely wrong. The man's name is Ned Pierce.
You can't see straight, it's Trotter. Marie, tell the fool it's Trotter, will you?
The problem is all these men's faces look alike.
Don't be afraid to hurt his feelings, Marie. Tell him that the dead man's name is Ned Pierce.
There's no scar on his chest like the poster of Pierce.
I knew I was right. It is Floyd Trotter.
His right leg was never broken, so it can't be Trotter.
That leaves A.J. Dooley.
Dooley. I ain't never heard tell of no Dooley.
And there's a mole on the right shoulder of the dead man, just like the poster of A.J. Dooley. Right age, hair color, everything.
Well, all we gotta do now is find someone who knew him, knew his habits, his friends.
Is this like trying to find a beetle in a haystack?
That's Needle, Marie.
Needle in a haystack, Marie.
We come from good stock. No diseases, no crooks, no crazy people in our family.
If Bruno wants to marry my Norma Dell, Mr. Danzinger, there are certain conditions I would insist upon.
I came here to listen, Mrs. Timmons.
Very well. My terms are, first, that you give Bruno a regular salary, as much as, say, $20 a month to start. Second, that you make Bruno your legal heir, so that should you pass away, he would inherit the stable. And third...
Save your breath, Mrs. My answer to 1, 2, and 3 is no. No, no.
I left a nice rabbit stew to simmer on the stove if you care to join us.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Finally brought you some of that money security you was always talking about, Sarah.
I thought you were dead.
I am. Don't you remember me, Norma Dale?
She remembers you drunk and beating me, that's all.
Who are you?
My name's Bruno.
We're gonna get married.
You go to town. You get me a fresh horse and a bottle of whiskey, and you bring that doctor back.
Yes, sir.
You don't tell anybody I'm here, you understand? Nobody, not a word. You tell that doctor Norma Dell done Fell and broke her leg. You tell the doctor that.
Yes, sir, I will.
Kid, you bring anybody back here but that doctor, there ain't gonna be any wedding.
What did you come here for, Leif?
I figure I owe you. Half of this is yours, Sarah.
I don't want any of your stolen money. Me and Norma Dell have made a life for ourselves here. We're respectable folk. No one here knows about you.
Mama, help him!
Best thing you can do, Leif Timmons, get out of here before that boy comes back. Just leave us alone.
It's the same. You always kick me out. When I come back, even when years pass, you always forgive me.
Well, you're lucky here, boys. Mama Mabel's gone and dealt herself a lady for another pair. Hey, don't go away, mad boys. Howdy, Marshal.
Howdy, Mabel.
Corporal?
You know this man's face? Name of Dooley.
Do I know A.J. Dooley? Gotta stay away from him, Marshal. He's a mean polecat.
Yeah, well, he's one dead polecat now, Mabel.
Hey, banker, you offering a reward?
I should say we are. $500.
The poster says that Dooley sometimes had a Canadian partner. Does that ring a bell with you?
Now, how could I know if every Jihad is a Canadian?
Wendell, sit down and listen to this.
Howdy, Wendell.
Mabel?
We understand that, but we'd appreciate it if you'd give it a try.
Well, there was a man we called Stump Shot. He could have been from Canada. Big, hairy, filthy, dirty-looking cuss, like a bear. Only had one eye.
No, that ain't him. Can you think of anyone else?
Say, there was a Canadian we called Leif.
What'd he look like, Mabel?
Dark hair, eagle nose, thin, mean mouth. Leif, Timmons. Leif Timmons, that was it.
Let's go.
Much obliged, Mabel. Wendell?
Where do you think you're going?
I'm taking Norma Dell out for a moonlight ride.
You're going to run off and marry that girl, aren't you? I wanted to understand something. You're my apprentice. I'm teaching you everything I know.
You miser. In a couple of days, I'm gonna have my own money. $500. Now, I couldn't get $500 working with you in 100 years, you tightwad. Now, Norma Dell and I are going to get married without your help. So let go of the horse.
Otto, where's Bruno going this time of night?
First he says he's taking Norma Dell for a moonlight ride. Then he goes on about having $500.
$500? That's the reward McWhirter was offering.
Norma Dell. Norma Dell Timmons.
Otto, saddle up the horses. Quick.
Where's the doctor?
She'll be here real soon. She's delivering a baby.
No matter.
I brought you a horse and whiskey.
What else you got in there, kid?
Nothing. It's just my old pistol. Man needs a gun.
Not in the same room with me, he don't. You lift it out real careful.
Bruno's in there all right. I'll lay you 10 cents on the dollar that Leif Timmons is in there as well. Listen, you go around back, I'll kick in the front door.
Easy, Stonewall. This is Canada, and he's a Canadian citizen. We're gonna do this my way.
Yeah, right.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna get some sleep. I've been up all night.
Run! Run for your life!
Stay here! Don't move!
Leif Timmons! Drop your gun!
Give it up, Timmons!
It's all right, I'm here. We're going to go for the doctor. I'll take care of you now. It's going to be all right. I'm here.
Bruno, giving us that reward money was just the most generous thing I ever saw.
All I wanted it for was us. For you, Norma Dell.
Oh, dear Bruno. My mother says me and she have to leave after all that's happened. We have to go where no one knows us. Oh, Bruno. Bruno, I love you.
Poor Bruno.
He'll never forget her. You can bet on that.
Yep. I think he's become a man over this.
Oh, Otto told me he's going to pay Bruno a regular wage.
Yeah, but how much?
Jack, why don't you sit down? There's something I want to talk to you about.
This ought to be good. So, what is it, Corp?
Never underestimate the memory of a chicken.